Hi,
Hi,
this is Ross Kelly interviewing Karyn Mitchell. Hi, can you just please state your name and the book?
okay, my name's Karyn Mitchell and I'm the author of Firebird's Flame.
Okay. And can you give us a brief summary of what your book's about?
Firebird's Flame is about a girl called Enya Martin who discovers she's one of the unspeakables, which is basically the magical people of the world. And she finds out that her family aren't best pleased about that. She also finds out she's adopted and gets sent off to Nightshade Academy to learn to control her powers, and finds out that not only is she an unspeakable, she's the last of the Phoenix.
And why did you decide to write this book? Or write a book?
It started off as a kind of coping mechanism for me, just daily life, dealing with my own problems and a way to escape reality for a while, and it kind of snowballed out of control into something a lot bigger than what I originally thought it was going to be.
And what was the influences you had before writing and during writing?
A lot of my influences are people like J.K. Rowling, Amanda Hawking, Shakespeare, big fantasy writers, well-known writers. Shakespeare kind of influenced me a bit as well.
And how is this book different from those of the same genre?
It's different in the sense that I don't think a lot of fantasy authors write about phoenixes. They're not very well written about supernatural creature, so I think it differs in that respect, but still retains a lot of similarities to the genre
And
the current trend.
and what was your writing method?
I'm a very messy writer. I write specific scenes and with a rough idea of where they're going to go in the general, constraints of the plot. And then I kind of join up the scenes that I write to make a complete storyline. I think if anybody else apart from me ever read a first draft, they'd wonder just what they were reading. It doesn't usually make sense to begin with.
And how did you feel when you were finishing the book?
A big sense of accomplishment. I think the same with anything. When you accomplish anything, you've just got that sense of, wow, I've actually done that and it's finished and I did that, wow.
And how was the path to publication?
It was a long and treacherous one, although it's been made a lot easier now with things like Amazon and Kindle and Kobo, and self-publishing's really made it easier for authors like myself who don't necessarily think they're good enough for traditional means of publishing. So it's a lot easier than it used to be, but it's still hard. With self-publishing you need to do a lot of your own PR and stuff like that, and that can be quite difficult.
And how did you feel when the book was when it was released, when it was out there?
I sensed again a big sense of accomplishment, and
did you not feel scared about how people might view the book?
Not really. I mean, not every book I read I like, so I wouldn't expect any of my readers to just automatically like my book. If they don't like it, they don't like it. If they like it, then okay. I just felt the need for my work to be out there and people to have the option to read it. Whether they like it or not, that's their own opinion, and if they've got any criticisms or advice, then I'll take that on board and improve myself.
And what's your take on the current reception of the book? Have you seen a critical reception, reviews?
A lot of people that have read it have kind of emailed me and, you know, got in touch with me via Facebook, Twitter, and they appear to have really enjoyed it. So far I've not had any explicitly negative comments. It appears to have been received quite well thus far.
And will there be a sequel?
I plan for there to be 5 books in the series. I'm currently working on the second one, and after that those that follow. There might be a kind of 6th kind of short story, depending on how I feel it goes.
And are you currently working on anything else unrelated to this?
I'm working on a couple of things at the moment, but I'm not going to say too much because at the moment they are just ideas and not every idea comes to fruition. So we just need to wait and see.
And do you see yourself becoming a professional writer in the future?
I already see myself as a professional writer, so yes, because I hope to continue to write. I don't write to sell books, I write because writing is my passion and I do it because I love it. And
so essentially you're more for passion than profit?
Yeah, I mean, not like I've said, not every book can be a bestseller, but just because something's not a bestseller doesn't mean it's not good.
And do you plan on sticking to this particular genre in your writing books, or do you plan to maybe go for something maybe sci-fi, horror, romance, rather than sticking to fantasy?
I think fantasy will probably be my main genre, because it's what I as a reader read, and it's what I know. But I do kind of hope to branch out and try my hand at other things and just see how I get on. You know, I like a challenge.
Well, thank you very much for your time and consideration, and I hope the book does very well as you think it is.
Thank you.
Would you like to say anything to your current fans at the moment?
Just thanks for reading, and I hope you keep a lookout for the next instalment of Enya's story. She's still got a long way to go.
And just one last thing, do you see this becoming a film in the future?
I don't know, I'm not gonna say anything. You know, what happens happens. If it happens, then okay, it happens. If it doesn't, then I'm quite happy just sticking with my books.
And how can your fans currently contact you?
I have a Facebook page, Karyn Mitchell Novels. They can contact me at Twitter, Karyn E. Mitchell, and they can get onto the website, which is karynmitchell045/wix.com, and also my blog, Karyn's World at blogspot.com.
Alright, thank you very much for your time, Karyn, and I hope everything goes well in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.